Now, let's take a look at the tweets you have sent through with regards to the impact of the rolling blackouts on your life. And with some people, it's an individual impact. With others, it's a business impact. Togo says, good morning. My alarm battery lasts for an hour and I leave my family vulnerable. The lifts at work are frequently now out of service and forced to work from home. My daily resting pattern is affected. Last night was shredded to 10 p.m., 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. This morning. I think they need load shedded. Multiple schedules there from Eskom. Siabulela Kwai says this messes with everything. Tough times, indeed. Siabulela, tough times for different reasons. For other people, people who are using breathing devices at home that depend on electricity. And this could affect their lives. And as talking about that, the KwaMashu old age home says rolling blackouts have made everyday tasks like bathing and feeding really tough. Families have also been calling in a panic when the residents forget to charge their phones timeously, leading to stress. SABC News reporter Mlondi Radebe is there. A very good morning to you, Mlondi. Bathina abantu abadala.
Thank you very much, Desiree. In KwaMashu, this old age home is called Zamazulu Nkosi. It's in KwaMashu, where it's the home of about 8-9 old people that are kept in this facility. But next to me is Sibusisiwe Koboshian, who will briefly tell us about this institution. Busisiwe, thank you very much for your time. We understand that this home is one of the homes in the province of KwaZulu-Natal that are also experiencing the load shedding. What are the elderly people saying in KwaMashu?
The load shedding has impacted so much that it disturbs their eating time, their breakfast in the morning, because they have to wait for electricity to come back, so they eat an hour later than usual. They can't watch TV, they can't listen to radio, so it makes their sleeping patterns a bit disturbed because they have to sleep early because there's no TV, there's no radio. And sometimes their change, they can't get their residents' pocket money because there's no load shedding, there's no Wi-Fi, so we cannot connect to our banking system to give them their money from the SASSA grant.
We also understand that the big worry is the family members who are trying to contact them in this institution. What is the process that you've put a plan trying to resolve, to try and make sure that they get connected?
We've given most of the family members our personal cell phone numbers to make the calls on our numbers so they can communicate with their family members.
Thank you very much, Ma, for your time. But we'll try and, Desiree, and speak to the old people in this facility just to try to get the sense of how are they feeling, because they also tell us that in most cases in their rooms, they get together to try and watch television, but if there's no electricity, they don't have that time of basically mixing up with each other and speaking, sharing their news. They also listen to radio stations, they also watch television, and sometimes electricity just switch off while they are in the bath or trying to take a shower. So I want to go briefly about the load shedding. How is it affecting you as the elderly people in this facility?
My name is Miriam Crouch from Inanda. I'm here at the old age home. Load shedding is affecting us badly because, number one, we don't know when it's going to happen. And if it does happen, it happens at any time. It's either in the daytime or at night time. And if it does happen at night time, like we get up quite early to have a shower, and then while someone is in the shower, and then the lights switch off. And then it gets completely dark. And then as old people, then you don't know how to get out, so you need some help, which is not possible once the lights are off. And it's affecting us badly because when it comes to breakfast time, the time is not the same because sometimes we've got to have something to eat before we take our tablets, so that it takes a bit longer. And then in the evening, sometimes when we're watching TV, sitting as a family together, and then the lights just go off, especially when it's close to the 7 o'clock news while we're enjoying it, and then it goes off completely.
Tell me, how difficult is it for you to move from this spot that you are sitting in to your bedroom when the lights are off?
It's not easy. It's quite hard because once it's completely dark, then moving from here in our dining room to our bedroom, it's quite hard because you've got to walk along, you know, touching the table, touching the walls, and then thinking of where the bed is and getting into bed. It's quite hard. It's not easy.
What help or assistance that might assist you in relation to the lights?
If we can get help with the light, something that stays on, or it's either battery or some other means, something that when the power goes off, when it's load shedding, and then that light comes on, then it would make our lives much easier.
Why is it that you guys are not using candles as other people use?
There's a reason for us not having to use candles for safety reasons, because as old people, some of us, we're not all the same. Some of us, we are mentally challenged, so anything could happen. For protection, we can't have candles for light in our rooms.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
That was the member of this community here in the ZamaZulu Nkosi Old Age Home, Desiree, briefing us about the challenges that they are faced with when there is load shedding during the afternoon time. What sometimes they are telling us that sometimes they will be sitting as a family, and then the lights, when they went off, they won't be able to go to the bedroom because they will need someone to light, maybe using a cell phone, just to give them the light so that they can manage to go back to their bedrooms. Back to you at Desiree in studio.
Thank you so much, Mlondi. Let's take you live to this now.